What happened?
Who told you to come in? It's okay.
Pranked back there.
Yeah, but ask them not to prank. This is one area I'm not looking for pranks. Who pranked you, Sal?
Yeah, it was the guys in Scott's studio.
They told you to run in?
Give me specific names who told you to come running in.
Well, I'm in the green room, and Ronnie says, come on over here. Come here.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Specifically told you to come in.
So I come in, and I want to take a look at this. And, of course, I guess somebody hit the Steve Langford's coming in now, so, yeah. Pranked. Busted.
So Ronnie's in on it, and who else? I want the names of the people who are sabotaging my show. I want the names.
I guess Scott.
Scott, the engineer, and Ronnie dreamt us up. Would you two fucking nitwits get in here?
Scores, man, is about having fun, motherfuckers.
I mean, really give me a goddamn break.
Scores, man, got a tattoo.
I'm doing a show. I can't have people running in. What is this, a practical joke? I'm going to fucking fire both of you assholes.
Oh, God.
I'm in there fucking fighting to keep you fuckers
I told
here.
you'd be pissed.
What is
I got to
this?
say, they ran this by me, and I said,
Roddy, what are you fucking doing out there?
We did that. We were talking to Artie. I asked Artie what he thought of it. Thought it was funny. That's all.
It's not funny to me.
And he thought it was a great idea.
It's so difficult to do this show. You have no fucking comprehension for me. And you cocksuckers want to fucking send this guy in. Now, when he runs in, here's the chain reaction. I got to stop what I'm doing. I got an audience waiting to hear some fucking humorous pieces and things that are interesting. You guys don't have that pressure.
You didn't think that was funny?
No, man. I fucking don't, Ron. I don't want you out there doing fucking bits.
All right.
I need you being a fucking security guard. If you can't handle it, get back in the fucking limo and let's get somebody else up here.
Okay.
You're killing me.
Okay.
You're sending Steve in, and it's a great joke. You're having fun out there. I understand it's exciting for you. You're out of the limo, and you're now a personality.
No.
But I need you. I can't have you doing that. I'm being as serious as I can be.
Okay.
I need somebody out there who's got a fucking brain, who's got a serious approach to this thing.
I do.
If Steve runs in, it's funny to you, but what happens to me is it breaks everything I'm fucking planning.
Okay.
Now I'm on this. I need you out there doing your fucking job. Really, if you can't do it, bro, don't do it.
Okay.
There's plenty of other people who want to do it.
Okay.
And what's with you?
We apologize.
You know, in the day, people want to get rid of you here. I'm busting my balls here for you.
I understand.
Don't dream up. Do great things that we can use on the air. Sending Steve Langford to run in the middle of something I'm doing ain't going to help me and ain't helping Steve. It fucks me up. I don't want to be pranked ever. I prank, no one else.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm the prankster here, boy. This is my world. I'm just letting you get a taste of it. And when I pull you out of this world, it's torture. Give me a fucking break. I hate fucking work. And then when I'm pranked by my own people, it sucks.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Ron.
I said I'm sorry.
What are you fucking doing out there? Think about how to keep order out there.
I do.
So when I walk out of here at the end of the show, nobody bothers me.
Nobody
That's what you should be
bothers you.
concentrating.
Nobody
No,
bothers you.
people bother me.
I'll tell Tim not to bother me anymore.
All right, good. Tell Tim, tell Doug Goodstein, tell everyone. That's not funny.
I have to say, they told me about it. I said, I think it's funny.
Well, it isn't funny.
They thought that it was a prank on Steve, not you.
No, it's me. I got to deal with Steve running in here.
Right.
I'm trying to fucking organize things.
I understand.
It sucks. It's not funny to me. It's just, all it did was interrupt. I was about to talk about Cindy Crawford. So then Steve comes running in. Now I got to switch, I got to switch gears. Maybe you're fucking against me. I don't know. Maybe you two fucks are so jealous of me that you can't fucking function out there without figuring out how to fuck me up. And I don't blame you for being jealous.
No, we're not jealous.
Being me is better than being you.
It
I
sure
can tell you
is.
that right. You're goddamn right. So stop it. Because I want to continue being me. I'm not going to let you two fuckers fuck me over. That's it. It's bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not funny. It's not fun.
I'm too nice a fucking guy. I'm telling you right now. No one fucks with my show. No one. You're gonna fuck. You two are gonna fuck with my show. You think you're that fucking good? Let's fuck with each other and see who wins. I can fuck too. I can fuck.
Who's the better fucker?
We'll see who fucks better. I mean it, Robin. I'm sorry. I mean it.
I haven't said
Working
anything
too goddamn long.
I think
Sitting
you're
in
handling this well.
fucking Hartford, banging my head into the wall, trying to get a show together so I could fucking one day make a living for my family. And these
then
two
you got
guys,
these two.
and then I bring them into the party,
The two animals.
and they're out in the hall and go, what can we do? What
No,
can
it
we
wasn't
do?
what we could do.
We'll send Steve in, and we'll break up the train. Let's say Steve comes in. Let me explain the joke to me. Tell me how it's funny, because I'm missing.
I don't know. Everybody out there was laughing pretty hard.
Who's everybody? Tell me who's laughing.
Everybody in the bullpen.
Everyone was laughing.
Yeah.
What they said, what we'll do is we'll trick Steve to run in early. But how does the audience get it? In other words, you guys are good at coming up with shit that makes you laugh.
But they got it out there, and they
at
didn't
my
even know
expense.
they got it.
How is it? So now I have to explain to the audience your joke? I mean, give me a break. Come up with something I can really use. Go out with a tape recorder today, Ronnie and Scott, and go out and record something funny. Make a phony phone call. Do what Steve does. Go out on the street and make a fucking report out of nothing, out of Elliot Offen's ticket.
That's his job. I don't do his job.
You
I
don't.
have
That's
my own
right.
job to do.
But you're not doing your job. You're busy doing other things.
It's not your job to do bits.
I didn't hire you to do a bit.
Okay.
I know enough not to. You're funny. You're a guy who's funny in the hall. You and Ron are funny in the hall. Being funny on the air, that's a whole nother deal.
I know.
See? That's where you got to really fucking lay it on the line. You got to be funny in here. See? It's not funny. You're not funny. Ronnie's never been funny. He thinks he yells out, fuck some whores, he's going to be funny. It ain't funny. He's not funny.
Let's fuck some whores.
It's pathetic. What other show could turn you, Scott the engineer, into any kind of star? I had to work hard. I looked at you. I said, this is who I got to turn into a star?
I'm not a star.
But people know you.
They do know me.
I work hard at it. Fred's got to sit and make a cockamamie impression of you to make you funny.
I appreciate that.
All right.
I appreciate everything you've done.
Do me a favor, man. Don't fuck with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'll fuck back with you, and you will not like it.
I won't. No.
And neither will you, Ronnie. You
Yeah, I
will
know,
not like
right,
it.
okay.
I'll win. I'm
Okay.
telling you I'll win.
We know you'll win.
I always win.
Yes,
I'm a
you do.
winner.
Yes, you will.
This is now a party.
I want to know this joke of yours. So what was it that you hoped would happen?
Well,
Why is it
was-
funny? Explain it to me.
I
So
was,
Steve runs in.
I was editing a show the other day, and it was just how so happens it came upon. Here's Steve Langford of the news.
Right.
And Ronnie cracked up, and we both cracked up, and we just, at the same time, we both thought, if this played and he heard it, I was playing it, and if he heard it by accident and just ran in, would it be funny?
To you, too. But how does it benefit me? You're here to benefit me. The only reason I have you here and Ronnie here is to make my life easy.
And we tried
So
to
you
do
made
that.
my life more difficult today.
We apologize.
Yeah, we apologize.
No, you made my life more difficult.
All right,
Honest
I'm
to God.
sorry.
You didn't fuck. Who did
right.
you make laugh? You and Ronnie? First of all, honestly, I don't want Ronnie talking to you. I want Ronnie doing his job in the hall. That's what I've been trying to say. Enough with Ronnie, the scores man, or headquarters man, whatever the fuck it is this week. And enough with you. I mean, I want you doing your job.
I am doing my job.
You know? I mean, yesterday, what was late? The bit you were supposed to put in Robin's News? I'd rather you concentrate on that.
The reason for that, it was a clip.
You were busy with Ronnie.
No.
Listen,
No,
I don't want you
not
even
at all. I
talking
was
to
in
Ronnie.
here
You're
most of the
forbidden to
morning,
talk to
and-
Ronnie. I want you concentrating on... If you're talking... Ronnie has nothing to do with bits.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
He has nothing to do with bits. He's not Ronnie the prankster. He's getting too comfortable. You're getting comfortable.
I'm not comfortable.
There's nothing comfortable in my world.
I've never
I'm
been
uncomfortable 24 hours a day, and the people who work with me should be uncomfortable. No one should be comfortable.
And we're uncomfortable now.
Good. You know, I mean, what am I doing here? My own people sabotage me. Steve Langford's out there waiting because I have to call for him, and then he comes in. I don't even get this joke. How was I going to find it funny? What was I going to do? How was I going to be in on the joke? So I have to now explain your joke to the audience? Explain this to me, this humor of yours. I don't get it. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe you guys are cutting edge. Maybe you two should go off and do a radio
We're going
show.
to have our own show.
Maybe that's what you should do. Maybe I'm holding you back.
I know who gives
Be
a
my
shit
guest. You, the Ron and Scott show. Sounds familiar. And you could do bits. You could have guys run in on your show while you're supposed to be doing something else.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah, that guy's cracking up. You guys are a comedy splash. Everything's a joke. Joke's on Steve. Joke's on me. Everyone's laughing. You guys are unbelievable. I don't even get the joke. Do you, Robin?
No, I don't see how it was supposed to be funny. Steve walks in, he's confused, we're confused. That's not funny.
I don't know. Now I'm explaining. Now, of course, I've probably turned it into something funny. See? That's my job. Whatever you clowns come up with, I'll turn into funny.
You fixed it.
I fixed it.
Yes.
See, Ronnie, you go home. Well, it actually turned out to be good, didn't it?
Hey, we got to do this again. Look at how good it turned out.
It turned out horribly for me. I mean, I had something very funny planned for this segment. All right, thanks. Thanks for the help. If you can help me in any other way, let me know. Or just surprise me with it, because I trust your comedy instincts. Because Scott's known around here for being funny. And Ronnie's a scream. I can't tell you how many people come up to me and tell me how funny Ronnie is.
You have missed out because you didn't realize how funny they were.
Oh.
And all this time, they've been sitting around wasting their talents. Being engineers and drivers.
Guys, come on. What's the matter with you?
We're not funny.
What
happened?
They've been sitting around.
You guys screwed up.
Your intern go, he fucking ran for the hills.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's going on, Howard? Hey, now.
Hey, now.
What brought up your ass today?
You got to understand something, Joe. I'm sitting here doing a show, and Ronnie and Scott are in the halls figuring out how to jerk me off. I can't have that.
Yeah, but was it that big of a deal?
Yes, I'm in here preparing for my next segment.
Everybody's on the chopping block all of a sudden.
No. Wow, oh boy, if you don't get what I'm talking about.
He doesn't understand that this would escalate. If you let this go, that it would be more and more of this going on.
It's not even, it does me no good what they did. In other words, I've got to explain out of the audience why Steve is in there. And then they wanted to hear me say to Steve, hey, Steve, you shouldn't be in here now.
Throw Steve out.
You know, I don't understand.
You know what part of the problem is?
I can't have anarchy here.
One of the things is you just smack on the hand every now and then, and the guys take advantage.
This show is actually what am I going to do? And then if I fire everyone, what are you going to think of me? The show is actually important to me. Believe it or not, I take it that seriously. I would imagine that's why I'm successful.
Absolutely.
It's important to me that you are a fan of mine. Believe it or not, I actually like my fans. I respect them, and I respect the fact that they demand a good show from me. My fans were kind enough to follow me to pay radio. So I have a bond with my audience. I know where my bread is buttered. And if I'm in here trying to do a good job, and I got guys in the hall sabotaging me, I gotta erupt. See? Because my fans demanded of me. And I demanded of me. I'm not going to disrespect you, Joe, when you're paying $13 a month. And I'm not going to let anybody fuck with that bond.
It just sounded over the radio. It sounded like you just went off big time. And
I did go off big time.
What happened?
Fred? Am I inappropriate here?
I don't know what those guys were trying to do.
That's what I'm saying. So what am I supposed to do? Thanks for. I mean, and Scott's got a ton of work to do.
I mean, I understand good jokes. I understand funny jokes, but the joke just didn't translate. And it fucked everything up.
Scott and Ronnie to be doing practical jokes on the staff here. I've asked Ronnie a million times to be the voice out there that says no jokes. Let's get serious.
And it's hard for people to take him seriously if he's now has the identity of a prankster.
He's a prankster. He's becoming a new persona.
So if people don't take him seriously, that's one of the reasons.
Yeah. I mean, I need this guy to stand security.
Let me explain what happened, because maybe you'll understand it clearer. And I hate when people do this to me. Sometimes they'll come to me and they'll say, do you think it'll be funny or something, if that. So they call me into the...
Don't ask Artie what's funny.
If they call me into the studio and they're, cracking up over this idea. And they explained it to me that they were going to play that fake intro and have Steve Langford run in here.
And that requires work.
Right. And I said, well, listen. I said... Is it funny as a practical joke on Steve Langford? Absolutely. That makes me laugh. But you know what? You got to gauge. I said this. I said you got to gauge the moods Howard's in. You got to time it properly.
There's no mood for that. Yeah, there's no mood I've ever been in.
But I said to them, if you do it, I won't leave you hanging. I will say you ran it by me first.
Why didn't they run it by Gary first?
Because Gary would say, don't go in the studio.
Yeah, because you guys are idiots.
They were looking for validation for someone in here, and I guess
for tacit approval.
Listen,
but I got to tell you
Carnegie Hall. Advise us on.
Right.
But listen, let me tell you.
I said, guys, listen. On one level, it is funny as a joke on Steve, and I can see why people out here would laugh at that. But you got to make.
If Picasso's painting a masterpiece, you don't want his driver throwing water on it. That's how I feel
or
about
adding
this.
paint. You don't need him painting.
Nothing funny, And here's the thing with Ronnie. I hired Ronnie, I don't know how many years ago. It might be 30 years ago. And I've said to him ever since, you got to prove to me every day you're not a creep. Because, my first impression of Ronnie was he was really a big creep. Right. He used to write me. He wrote me a note in big block letters, like almost in crayon.
Yeah, I can't believe he works for.
I know, and I said, "Listen, I'm still trying to erase that first letter you wrote to my house. I'm a big fan, and I will be your friend." And I mean, it was the worst note I ever got from somebody. It was the creepiest thing I ever got in the mail. I said to my wife at the time, I said, "Gotta stay away from this guy. I got one limo ride from him, and then he's writing me letters."
Yeah, but now he drives you all the time. How does that happen?
He had a good price.
Hey, Howard, I think I understand a lot more now, and the only thing I really have to say at this point is, what the fuck was wrong with those guys? They ought to be ashamed of themselves, and they're very disrespectful.
Well, that's right. Joe,
I'm on the same page now.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, Joe, I mean, come on. All right, thank you.
I understand. Thanks.
All right. I mean, what is going on out there? Toke.
Hey, Howard, what's going on? Man, I think it's time you clean shop. You got two assholes running in like that doing bullshit, and then you got Sal calling your guest girlfriends ugly cunts. You know, it's time to clean shop.
I don't know. I just want to get through the next 3 years, let everyone have a good time, you know, be reasonable, do their job, and we'll all get out of here with our dignity. That's all.
Or what's left of it.
Well, what's left of it.
If we still have some.
You know, it's crazy what's going on in here today. It's crazy. Jerry, you're on the air in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Howard, I agree with you 100% what these assholes are doing to your show. You know, from day one, you're trying to do a good show and make us laugh and keep us happy. And these assholes go in there and fuck with you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep their jobs.
They're goofing on you. What the fuck? They don't got nothing better to do? They don't got shit to do on their desk. And
they got plenty of things to do. Plenty to do, Jerry.
Assholes. You know what? Take them outside. Put them on the fucking unemployment line. See if they're fucking happy about that shit.
Thank you. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot worse jobs they could be having than this one.
Motherfuckers.
This Ronnie was driving a limo. He had to sit there and wait for people from the Today Show back and forth and eat their shit. And Scott, I don't know. At K-Rock, they were ready to throw him right out the door. I wouldn't allow it. I stood up for my man. Johnny Mo.
Yo, Howard, Johnny Mo, big fan. Yo, I think I want to prank you too, man. I'm going to pretend you're Imus, and I'll just be a caller. Let the callers start pranking you too, man.
Yeah. Why doesn't everyone prank me?
Let's all have a blast. Huh?
Jack, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, you're a genius, right? I mean, I love you, but can't you figure out that fucking Ronnie's got to go? Scores, man. I mean, he's just security guard and a driver, and he's like...
Maybe I'm not a genius. It's finally hitting me. I'm not. I thought I was. I thought I was a radio genius. Maybe I'm only an idiot savant.
Don't prank me.
I'm telling you, there could be something wrong with me. That's what I'm starting to realize now. Yes, Dan.
Hello?
Yes.
This is now a party.
Yes, Dan.
I work as an insurance adjuster in the auto all day long, and my only bright spot in my life is listening to your show. And today I want my money back from Ronnie, because today was like a downer for him to do that to you.
It was a downer for me. I'm shocked.
Scores, man, is about having fun, motherfuckers.
He certainly is. He's having a good time.
I'm Scores, man, damn it. And I'm about getting drunk. I'm about having fun. I'm about having a good time. I'm about meeting girls. I'm about meeting guys. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves, because that's what I'm all about. I'm Scores, man.
That's what he's all about.
What Scores, man, is all about.
And he's about ruining radio shows, too, with his humor.
He can add that to the list. He's now about a new thing.
Because he's all about being funny. Ha ha. All right. What is it, Howard?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Listen, totally get what you're saying, Howard, but like Pat Cooper said, you are the genius of you.
Right.
You understand what you did with that bit? First of all, the silence that followed your little tirade, They say they're not supposed to be silence on radio. That was radio fucking gold.
Well, Howard, I wasn't feeling very golden right there, but I'm glad you enjoyed my
Turn
tirade.
that thing around. Listen to me.
But I don't want to turn around their
I
thing.
know you don't.
I want to turn around my thing.
Listen, make those two guys make you a formal apology a la Sal after the show.
I'm done with it.
All right.
You know
I
what?
loved it anyway.
You know what? I want to tell you something. It's a good thing in a way this happened because Ronnie was planning his next big prank where he was putting an ejector seat in my limo where we would be in traffic and then I would just fly out of the limo.
You think that would be funny?
Yeah, why not?
Make sure that gets on Howard TV.
Yes. Oh, no, he had it all set up for Howard TV. Don't worry. He's got his next big prank.
Can I ask you something else? You got that cake for Artie, right, for his birthday?
Absolutely, I did.
Instead of the cake, because, I mean, you're always...
What am I going to get him? A diet?
Treadmill?
Why don't you get him one of those celebrity trainers?
No.
Throw it on Howard TV. Get this fucker in shape. Come on.
He doesn't want that. He wants a cake.
What's a celebrity trainer? I mean, a hot chick?
All my gifts for Artie include food. I'm taking him to dinner.
Yeah.
I got him a cake.
Food and
it.
booze.
How
That's
about that trainer from The Biggest Loser, Howard, that hot chick?
There is one hot one.
You like the blonde,
The
right?
blonde, yeah.
Can you
Oh,
hook
yeah.
that up?
I would take a hot chick trainer.
Yeah, that he'd like.
And we'll have the cake together.
Debbie, go ahead in Richmond.
Hey, I think that today Ronnie and Scott were funny for the first time ever.
No. You think I was funny with what I did with Scott and Ronnie. See?
But listen, this might tell you something about me. I also agree with Scott DePace's politics.
Okay. You know, the next big stunt they're planning, Ronnie.
Do you think that's funny that I agree with Scott?
No. I mean, a lot of people agree with Scott's politics. Most of the country voted for George Bush. What am I going to tell you?
So did you, though.
No, I didn't.
No, we
did.
He didn't.
You going to tell me who I voted for? You were in the booth with me?
No, you voted for him the first time.
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, my gosh. That's the only reason I voted for him, because I thought you did.
Well, then you're not listening very closely.
Now you're being funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Enough of her. I'm not in the mood. She should get a job of watching people in the halls here. She's got the same logic. The next stunt, they're going to drive a car right through the studio. Right through the wall. A big car.
They're out there running it by everybody now. Everybody's laughing at it.
Everyone thinks it's funny.
Scott has a tape of you going, okay, kid, let's drive a car through the studio right now.
You know what's weird? I rely on Ronnie to keep weirdos out of the studio, but he's a weirdo. How would he know to keep himself out?
You know, what's amazing about this whole thing, too, is if you could have seen how funny they thought it was.
I know.
Like, in the difference in...
It's so not funny.
It's a 180. I mean, but...
It's not even fun. It's like, yeah, okay, you two thought it was funny, but, like, no one else knows.
Well, your point...
It's not even well conceived.
Where you're right on the money is it's funny as a practical joke back there.
Right. But they're doing their own show out there. I told Ronnie I don't want him doing a show back there. Right. I don't need a show in the hallways. The show's in here. Anything that goes on in here. He's doing a show out there for nobody. For Scott the engineer.
Well, that's why he finally had to invade the studio. Nobody's getting all of his humor.
Yeah, you know what? He's being ignored out
That's
there.
right.
Boy, if that isn't a cry for please put me on the air. Hey, Ronnie, why not release rats in the studio? That would be funny. I mean, wouldn't it be funny to hear us all scream?
Did you want me to get the rats around? Seriously? Artie, what do you think of that? Honestly.
It's hilarious.
We have a new comedy writing team.
You remember how Frankenstein, the doctor, felt when he created the Frankenstein monster? Remember what a shithead he felt like? Like he was like, I'm going to turn death into life. People are going to love me. That's how I felt when I tapped Scott and Ronnie to work here, you know?
It's alive.
I'm going to give these two guys a job. And then, then all of a sudden, like the Frankenstein monster.
They kill their creator.
What?
It's just funny, you know how
Boy, am I an asshole. I'm an asshole like Frankenstein.
You know how shit rolls downhill?
Yeah.
So, you just pummeled Scott for 20 minutes or whatever. One of the interns just went in to ask to borrow a set of headphones to the rapper show, and he yelled at her.
Yeah.
See, now that's ridiculous.
No, if he had been doing his job, he wouldn't be yelling at anyone.
I'm really surprised that they didn't run it by me. They run everything by me.
No, because this was so good.
But they ran it by everybody but me.
I walked
But why do you think? Because in the deep back of their mind, they knew you'd say no.
You know,
and you're wrong, Gary. You've only been doing this for 20-plus years.
If
you
they
wouldn't
get
know
it
what I
past
like.
you, this will be great.
Right. If they wait around for your advice.
You've got to bypass him. He's only going to cock block you.
He's going to cock block our bit.
You know, I walked in here and I said to myself, I should probably at least tell that to Gary. And then I thought of telling you, so it would really be a joke completely on Steve. Because I felt they could.
Would you like to know?
And Ronnie is so mentally off that he thinks I like this.
Would you like
That's
to know?
what scares me.
Would you like to know the other joke? They had two jokes. They were decided they couldn't.
okay.
The other one was going to be to lock the door, so that Steve couldn't get in.
Do me a favor, lock the door on those two so they can't get in ever again.
You didn't think that was funny?
No. And why did Scott yell at her for doing her job, the intern?
Because he's pissed. I'm not saying it's
because
right.
she's
but
doing her job.
She was totally doing her job.
The one guy I rely on to keep the fucking mental cases out of here is Ronnie. And I realize I can't trust him.
You gave the keys to the inmates.
Yeah. Look who I got watching the door.
I really wasn't yelling at her, but my intern did the same thing I did to you. So he did something that didn't run by me.
I see.
So
All right, good.
that's what I was yelling at.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for your help today.
I apologize.
How's our hernia doing? Okay? Good. Go walk around.
It's hurting more right now.
That's right. That's right.
I've
Thank
got
you.
a mood
Thank you.
hernia.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Any other bits you got, please?
Yeah, we're coming up with bits all the time, so
Yeah,
we'll run them by you next
I know.
time.
I see the running dialogue over in your studio with you and Ronnie. I see the routine.
There's no dialogue.
I see what's going on. Don't worry. I see everything. I see it all now. It's becoming clear to me, even me. Go ahead, JD. You planning any bits?
No.
Oh,
well,
good.
actually, no. But
actually, no.
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Ronnie doesn't really like being told that he's not funny because, like last time you yelled at Scott, he went into Sal's office and told Sal to just go in there and hold up a sign saying "stupid bald fuck."
Yeah, you see, that's what I don't want Ronnie doing. I don't want him encouraging Sal. I just want the guy to be security.
I mean, Sal looked at each other and we said, it's not really that funny.
How long was Ronnie's class that he took? 16 hours?
Did that also include comedy?
I mean, this is the second time it's happened with Scott. Scott messed with my board in the middle of a show over a $100 bet that he wouldn't go in there and touch my board.
That's right.
This is the second fucking time.
What was that story?
Oh, you don't remember that?
Well, I'm sitting here doing the show one time, and Scott, in the middle of the show, starts coming in and touching shit on my board.
Right.
And then we discovered he had a $100 bet.
And I said, I said, Scott, what are you doing in here? I just stopped the show. He interrupted the show. He goes, there's a bet that I wouldn't touch your board for $100 and I could make $100. I said, get the fuck out of here. I mean, it's just all these fucking guys out there who are lonely.
Well, any other,
and they want my approval so bad. It's like they're dying for it.
So to win way less money than he makes at his job, someone bet him to fuck with his boss.
Right.
And maybe get
So for $100, he would have lost his job anywhere else.
I mean, because that technically you're fucking with your boss, which could get you fired.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we had to explain to Scott that day.
Ralph, you're on the air.
Hey, part of the problem is I think Ronnie forgets what his job is. He's all caught up in the scene over there.
Oh, he's all impressed with himself now. He knows the interns. He's got friends. I mean, it's a whole life.
He's doing the Ronnie show. You know what you should do is to remind him.
I should put him back on a bread route.
Yeah. Well, to remind him what his job is, you should make him wear one of those limo driver outfits with the hat and like those puffy pants and stuff.
Right.
Make him sit around in that. Then he'll remember what his job is.
Got it too good by me.
Douchebag.
Thank you.
And Scott doesn't learn. He's got a whole other problem. He did it. He did that once already.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
He's a dope.
With his hernia.
He can hardly move.
He can't lift anything. He's got a hernia.
His own balls hate him.
I'm at death's door, but I have time for one more sight gag.
Yeah, I called him a week ago at his house to check on him how his hernia was, and he goes, I'm in so much pain. But now he's Mr. Jokester.
Yeah.
How much did you dread making that call that day?
Oh, are you kidding? I put it off 2 days.
Fuck, I gotta
Well, we're happy to know his comedy chops are back.
Well, laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Ralph.
Right.
You remember those? You know those things on Saturday Night Live? A moment with Jack Handy. Did you ever do those things?
Yeah.
You know what kills me, Artie, Robin, Fred, Benji? All right, Benji, I'll talk to you. I got to get off the air to go meet with Mel because of major stuff that's going on here.
Right.
And now I'm late because of their
You're
bit.
late for Mel Karmazin?
Yeah. Oh, all right. What's his name again? Steve Langford, come on in here and do your report. I was going to tell you about Cindy Crawford getting angry at a signing, but I guess
what are you doing in
the
there?
bit was more important. Hi, Steve. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was about. I hope there's an investigation.
Well, Steve's probably all over it.
I think Shuli's doing it.
Ryan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Howard, great to talk to you.
Thank you.
I wanted to say I don't know if you were just running this into a bit with Ronnie and them, but it's really about time you get rid of this guy. I mean, how much more, stuff like this and just the constant stupidity with all his let's go fuck some whores.
I know. I'm really aggravated. I can't tell you. Bobo, yes.
Hey, how you doing there, Howard? Looking back on the last 20 years, you never even heard of Ronnie years ago. He was just this regular,
because he was always in a limo.
And now he's grown into a monster.
Yeah, well, because I put him up here to be a security man. So he gets to hang out. He's like in show business. He's hanging out in the halls. He's, losing weight. And he latched onto this Lonnie from Scores, and he became a whole thing over there.
Right, the whole character, yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's a whole life for him now. He's a whole new guy.
Yeah, it's too much free reign. Now he comes to the show when he wants.
Yeah, I mean, and for him to feel free to just send a guy in here early, it's amazing to me. He's the guy supposed to keep people out.
Exactly.
You know what I gotta say? You really should be mad at me too, Howard. I can't let them. They would not have done that without me saying you should try it. I mean, I'm not the producer of the show.
Believe me, Artie, you should say to him, I'm not the producer. You
I mean,
talk to Gary.
In hindsight, that's what I should have said. So I take a lot of heat for that. Though. They were apprehensive about it, and if I didn't open up my yappy mouth, they wouldn't have done it.
But Howard, could I ever get to the point where he just pushes your buttons and you just flat out fire him? Could you ever see yourself doing that?
Sure.
You really?
Yeah. I could see me doing that. Thank you, Bobo.
Oh, okay, man.
All right.
I think I'm going to give Ronnie some of my Subutex.
No more. I learned my lesson this morning. That's it. Not doing nothing.
So you're just a security guard from now on?
That's it. That's it.
No more entertainment?
Yeah, from now on, when you want to do your interviews, seriously, no more blocking up the doorway here. Either take them in the room or take them down the hall.
Because we got to keep this area clear, right?
Exactly. That's it. I'm doing my thing.
You're doing a good job.
No more. That's it.
Look, I'm driving on the track in my Hot Wheels limo. But I'm not doing cranks on Howard's third channel. I'm in my Scores Man car. I'm in the Scores Humvee.
I took as much of a hit as I could.
Yeah, I know.
I said at the end, too, Howard really should be mad at me, too. They wouldn't have done it if I didn't okay it, and what are you going to do?
What were you thinking, Artie?
Look, it is funny on the level of like a practical joke back here, but it is hard to explain into the show. But it's my fault as much as it is theirs. It definitely really is. So
you feel better about that, Ronnie?
No, I'm glad. I'm just, already stepped up. That's
no,
cool.
I wouldn't. I told him if they did it, I would take a hit if he got mad. See, but they did think he might get mad. It was a discussion, I mean, but.
Did you take a subject text for it?
I like how Scott totally.
Yes, I feel so bad for Scott and Ronnie. I did. I took a subject. I feel bad for me too.
Look at Scott all the way down there. He wants nothing to do with Ronnie. Look how far he is. He totally sold you out, man. You don't give a shit anymore, right? That's the new motto. It's working. You don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, that's
what are you filming?
See, you thought it was funny, see?
What do you laugh at? Are you just making it?
Plus, the rivalry between who's jerking off to who's significant 40th birthday and the 40th.
You see the look on his face when he walked in?
The comedic genius of Scott and Ronnie and everything else that's happening on today.
Good time.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Artie, happy birthday. I'm a fucking clown, all right? Happy birthday. Fuck you.
Hey, he's the comedic genius around here, not you. That's
comedy
his line.
writer.
Hey, we'll switch jobs. You'll be a comedian.
Scoresman's about being funny.
You can be the comedian.
Let's tell some jokes. Scoresman's about pulling pranks. Scoresman's about punchlines.
Let's fuck some comics.
Scoresman's about practical jokes. Let's fuck some bitch. Yeah. Scoresman's about doing stand-up. Scoresman's about candid camera. Scoresman's about playing practical jokes.
Scoresman playing a prank.
Scoresman's got a rubber chicken hanging from the ceiling.
Scoresman's about 5'2". I didn't mean that.
Look who we got, the Scoresman whoopee cushion.
Oh, how's it work?
Ronnie has a guest coming.
Go put this in Howard's chair. Go put it in Howard's chair.
It's the Scoresman whoopee cushion. Go ahead. Put it on his chair. Go ahead.
Howard will never know. He'll sit down on the air and fart. It'll be hilarious.
It'll be great. This is how it works. Take it out of the package. It's the Scores. Look, it even has NASCAR designs on the front.
Go put it in Howard's chair, Ronnie. Come on.
So, like, or Ronnie, when the guest comes, you're like, hey, come on, sit down over here. You got to fill out some paperwork for Gary. And then when they're not looking, you slip it under. They go, okay, we'll be right back. Scoresman whoopee cushion.
We got a whole kit for Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie. We got funny teeth, an air horn, fake dog poop, party hat. You got all your practical jokes right there, Ronnie.
You can close with that.
That's the encore. Go.